Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace that can only come from Allah be upon each and every one of you. Abdul Malik Claire back with you once again. My cold is getting better. Thank you for that message, whoever that was. You're now in the video. It's a good thing I turned off the voice over on my computer. Otherwise, it could be my wife getting at me. Anyway, mashallah. I hope y'all are well and everything is going as it should be. I want to talk about the sponsors. First of all, IslamByTouch.com, printing the Quran in Braille, making it available, making it accessible to the blind community here in North America as well as globally for those who need it, inshallah. So I want to give you an idea of something, because really, honestly, don't think if you can't donate to them, that doesn't mean you can't share the pages, you know. Go there and if you can donate, mashallah, please do so. I'll give you an idea of the price breakdown and how another message on how the computer, how the Braille actually works. Let me show you something real quick.
7:53 p.m. 2 notifications.
Okay, this is getting really annoying. So we're gonna turn this
Speech off.
Off, right there. Speech off, computer speech off, every speech off except my speech on. This is the Braille Arabic Quran. This book right here, if you can see it, I hope you can. It is 6 volumes. It is, how many pages? Let me see. I hope they wrote from here. I'll just give you an idea as to how big this is. These are double-sided pages, and it is 192 of them. So this is 192 pages, which if it wasn't double-sided, it would be more than that. It would be like 384. I'm going to get called on that for sure. It'd be about 384 pages if they weren't double-sided. These happen to be double-sided, as are the ones in Islam by Touch's Braille English translation of the Quran as well. So, your Quran fits in your pocket. Ours requires the trunk of a car or a box. The English Quran translation is 10 volumes, 10 books. Each book has 3 juz'. Each book costs $25 to print. The entire Mus'haf is $250. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to pay all of it or you have to donate all of it. If you can get people together and do it, if you can just give $10 if you want. Like, you get 1,000 people to give $10, you're good, mashallah. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm just giving you the idea as to how much things cost to print it. The paper is expensive. The Braille machine itself, you know, they have that, alhamdulillah. Electricity costs money, everything costs money, and it takes long to do. Like, to print a whole Quran takes about a day, from what I'm told. So a lot of work goes into actually printing these, and you get to be a part of that. So go to www.islambytouch.com, and let's see what we can make happen here. If you can't do anything, then just share the site, and let people go to it, share it on your Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, carrier pigeon, whatever it is that you use to share. Please do so. Jazakumullahu khairan. Now, the unanswerable challenge. Have you ever been challenged before? Like a basketball game or a wrestling match, or arm wrestling, or marbles, or football, American or English, whatever it is that you do. Have you ever been challenged? Monopoly. Do people still play Monopoly? I play on my phone. I'm 512 years old. Anyway, so every challenge has a certain possibility to it, right? Like, even if it's a little. Buster Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson back in the late part of the 80s. Maybe 1990. He knocked out Mike Tyson. No one thought he could do it. He was challenged. He came out, and he knocked out, at the time at least, unbeatable Mike Tyson. Knocked him out. Every challenge to a point can be answered, except for one. Now, yes, the other day I talked about a book without doubt. Today I'm going to talk about the unanswerable challenge. Well, Allah has said to us, first of all, He gave us an invitation, and He said, after we say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الناس, O people, every one of us, all the people of the world. Black, white, brown, red, yellow, all points in the middle. From every country, from every culture, from every society, speaking every language. He said to us all, Ya ayyuhan nas, a'budu rabbakum. Worship your Lord. That is the universal invitation that can be answered by everyone. اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم, who created you and those before you, لعلكم تتقون, that you might be conscious of him. Now this is a challenge, this is an invitation that can be answered by everyone. الذي جعل لكم الأرض فراشا والسماء بناء وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرج به من الثمرات رزقا لكم فلا تجعلوا لله أندادا وأنتم تعلمون. That he made the earth as a it says bed, meaning that you could walk on it. It doesn't mean the earth is flat necessarily, but it means that the earth is what you can walk on it. And he sent water down from the sky. And he says, فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا. Don't set up other gods with Allah if you know better. And this is very important as Muslims. For those who may not be Muslims, is that we worship Allah alone. We don't pray to anyone else. We don't pray to any intercessors. We don't pray to any other deities. Out of all the deities that the people worship, we believe that none of them have that right except for Allah. Now, we respect the people's right to worship as they wish, but this is our firm belief. We respectfully disagree with other faiths. And if we don't do that, we should be doing that, respectfully disagreeing with them. Meaning that, it is what it is, but this is what we believe. فَلَا تَجْعَلُوا لِلَّهِ أَنْدَادًا وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ, especially when you know better. But then Allah goes into this unanswerable challenge. وَإِن كُنْتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِمَّا نَزَّلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ. If you doubt what we have sent down to our slave Muhammad ﷺ of this Quran, فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ, produce one surah, just one, مثلها. Produce one surah just similar to it, not even equal to it necessarily, similar to it or equal to it. Produce one surah equal to it.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, thank you again. These computers, they talk more than I do. Even when I try to stop them, they interrupt me and butt into my life in my conversation. So Allah is saying, just produce. If you doubt it, if you think that it's wrong, then produce something like it. Now, the Quran is a miracle. There are certain signs in it that are miraculous, but it in and of itself is a miracle, which was revealed 14 centuries ago to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is a book that has been orally transmitted, that has been put into book forms, that today, statistics that I'm familiar with, close to 10 million people globally memorize this book from cover to cover. This incredible miracle. Most of whom, by the way, do not fluently speak the language in which it was revealed. So think about that for a minute. If you memorize, let's say, and someone compared it to a song. Well, it's because you guys sing it, it could be memorized. Okay, let's take that argument. It's not valid, but let's take it anyway. If you were to memorize songs, the entirety of, if y'all know, the entirety of the music group, the Beatles, before I was even born, their music library, their entire library is about 10 hours, maybe a little less than that. If you were to play their whole library from beginning to end, it'd be about 10 hours. Let's say. The Quran, if you read it relatively quickly, it is about 18 hours. I've yet to meet anyone who came to me and said, I've memorized the entire Beatles library. Now, I'm not comparing them because it's silly, but I'm just saying the argument of thinking that simply because you recite the Quran in a melodious voice, that's why it's memorized, is also very silly. People memorize the Quran and are not fluent in the language of it. Now, this is a problem. I'm saying that this is, number one, it is a problem because you should know what you have memorized. You should know the meaning of it. But if you don't, wouldn't memorizing it be harder? If you don't know the meaning of it, shouldn't it be harder? Well, Allah said to us, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. Then we made the Quran easy to memorize. This is a book that talks about iron not being from this earth. Allah said we sent down iron. وَأَنزَلْنَا الْحَدِيدِ. I think I misquoted that ayah, but I think the brothers will put it in the comments, or the sisters will put it in the comment section, inshallah. We know now that iron is not native to this world. There's so many things you can come up with in the Quran that talk about that. And it's not a book of science, it's a book of signs. The point is, if you doubt some of it, then Allah is saying to you, فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ مِّن مِثْلِهِ فَادْعُوا شُهَدَاءَكُمْ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ. And call your witnesses besides Allah if you're truthful. It's a very easy challenge. It's not a very easy, it's a very easy challenge if you think so. If you think so. Yet no one has been able to make it as yet. And Allah even tells you, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا. If you don't do it, and you won't do it, you cannot do it. If you try and you won't do it, and you cannot do it. So it's telling you, basically, that this isn't going to happen. This is not going to happen, and we're going to have to make this a little silent. You see how this is? This is how my life is every day. This is how my life is every single day. We have phones, we have messages, we have everything going on and going off all the time. So Allah is saying, if you can't do it, and you will never do it, then prepare yourself for a fire that is of men and stones. أُعِدَّتْ لِلْكَافِرِينَ. Now for the rest of us, for the rest of you who believe in Allah, Allah is saying, who answered His invitation, which the invitation can be answered by everyone, while the challenge can be answered by no one. To those who have accepted the invitation, what happens to them? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري وبشر الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أن لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرة رزقا قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل وأتوا به متشابها ولهم فيها أزواج مطهرة وهم فيها خالدون. To give glad tidings to those who believe, those who have accepted Allah's invitation, those who have tried their best to submit themselves to Allah in His oneness and His worship. And not only that, but they work righteousness, they do good deeds, they help people, they take care of their families, they do those things that Allah likes. To them is gardens underneath which rivers flow. Gardens underneath which rivers flow. All of them will be given provisions and fruits like they used to get here. كلما رزقوا منها من ثمرات رزقا قالوا هذا الذي رزقنا من قبل. And they'll say, this is what we used to get before. And there's more than that in Jannah, but this is one of the places that they'll get the things the same that they get here, only much, much better. وَأُتُوا بِهِ مُتَشَابِهًا وَلَهُمْ فِيهَا أَزْوَاجٌ مُطَهَّرَةٌ وَهُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. And they will have righteous companions. A lot of people like to say that it's only women. You get girls in Jannah. Azwaj is not just women, y'all. Azwaj is partners, and you know that if anyone knows the Arabic language, you know that zawaj is a partner, not necessarily a wife, although it could be a wife. So the sisters, y'all ain't going to be by yourselves, inshallah, either. So don't worry about that. So you have an answerable invitation. Allah is giving it to you. فَاعْبُدُوا رَبَّكُمْ. Worship your Lord, obey His Messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Enter into Islam. And then you have the unanswerable challenge. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا وَلَن تَفْعَلُوا وَإِن كُنتُمْ فِي رَيْبٍ مِّمَّا نَزَلْنَا عَلَىٰ عَبْدِنَا فَأْتُوا بِسُورَةٍ. Produce a surah just like this here. One surah. One, not the whole thing, not 114 surahs. One surah like it, and call your witnesses besides Allah. So there's two things, and you have a choice. The unanswerable challenge, or the universally answerable invitation. The choice is truly yours. My name is Abdul Malik Claire. Go to islambytouch.com, share it, bookmark it, whatever you need to do, get the message out there so that this message can be sent throughout this continent. People can read it, and then they can choose for themselves if they want to take the universal invitation or not. Allah is the final judge, not me, not you, not anybody. But let everyone at least have the right to refuse. And if they know about it, they can make a proper decision to take it or not take it. I made the decision back in 1996 to take it, and I'm very happy with that decision. Alhamdulillah. I'm very happy about that. So videos are very simple, as you can see. So share them, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the little notification bell, and I will talk to y'all next time, inshallah. By the way, we're going to be in Ottawa on Sunday, Ottawa, Canada, with the Dean Support Services people. So if you come out to the Centurion Banquet Hall, I don't know where that is. I guess Google's your friend, right? You can go to DEEN, so DEEN supportservices.ca and find out all the information about that one. Take care and stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
VoiceOver. Shutter button.